unemployment down below 8%, and the economy continues to be robust in its V-shaped recovery. And unfortunately, that's not what everybody's focused on this morning. As all of you know, the President and the First Lady tested positive for COVID-19. They remain in good spirits. The President does have mild symptoms, and as we look to try to make sure that not only his health and safety and welfare is good, we continue to look at that for all of the American people. He continues to be not only in good spirits but very energetic. We've talked a number of times this morning. I got the 5 or 6 things that he had tasked me to do, like I do every single morning, and he is certainly wanting to make sure that we stay engaged. I think the other thing that is critically important, the doctors continue to monitor both his health and the health of the First Lady. We'll continue to do that. They'll be glad to provide some updates later today as we look at this. But I think the great thing about this president is not only is he staying committed to working very hard on behalf of the American people. His first question to me this morning is how's the economy doing? How are the stimulus talks going on Capitol Hill? A number of us in the core team of the White House continue to get tested on a daily basis, like we have been, and as we look to that, we're very excited about making sure that not only that the health and safety of the President and the First Lady is addressed, but certainly that we address this battle together as a nation together, and the American people can rest assured that we have a president that is not only on the job, will remain on the job, and I'm optimistic that he'll have a very quick and speedy recovery.
Mark, how would you describe his symptoms, and is he taking hydroxychloroquine?
Well, I'm not going to get into any particular treatment that he may or may not have. He has mild symptoms. As we look at that, the doctor will continue to provide expertise in the residence. He's in the residence now. And in true fashion, he's probably critiquing the way that I'm answering these questions. And I can tell you that a number of us will be reporting back to him on the task at hand.
What day and time, would you just clear this up, what day and time did you find out that Hope Hicks had tested positive, and did you sit on it until after the president went out to his fundraiser in New Jersey?
Actually, as we look at this, I'm not going to get into the TikTok. I can tell you in terms of Hope Hicks, we discovered that right as the Marine One was taking off yesterday. We actually pulled some of the people that had been traveling in close contact. The reason why it was reported out, just frankly, is that we had already started the contact tracing just prior to that event. As you know, last night, even in the early hours of this morning, the minute we got a confirmatory test on the president, we felt like it was important to get the news out there at that time, and so that's why we sent out the tweet late or actually early this morning.
Yeah. Regularly on the president's. Meadows, you're going to ask staff members to take additional precautions. Why aren't you wearing a mask right now?
Yeah, so I've obviously been tested. We're hopefully more than 6 feet away, and if there's any concern there from a guidance standpoint, we have protocols in place, and we, when early on when we first started to tackle the COVID-19 battle, we actually did 2 different things in the White House, a number of contingencies as we looked at not only additional testing, but certainly mitigating the risk for social distancing in private meetings and the like. But I think it goes to the broader question is even with a lot of the mitigating factors, Jim, what you have is a virus that is contagious, that certainly continues to be, regardless of whatever protocol we have, that it has the ability to affect everybody. As you know, the president, we keep a pretty wide circle. All of you that have interacted with him know that. And so even with that wide circle around the president, we find that he's having to deal with this like so many millions of other Americans and people around the world have had to do. I can tell you that what we're doing is focusing on the therapeutics, the vaccines, continuing to do that, and that doesn't change. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ask really quickly, the officials who were on the flight with the president on Wednesday, including Kushner, Scavino, I think Stephen Miller was there, are they all quarantining? Have they been tested?
We've tested all of our core staff, and I can tell you that Mr. Kushner, Mr. Scavino, myself, a number of us have been tested, have come back with negative results, and yet at the same time, I fully expect that as this virus continues to go on, other people in the White House will certainly have a positive test result. And we've got the mitigation plan in place to make sure that the government not only continues to move forward, but the work of the American people continues to move forward. And so even as recent as this morning at a little after 8 o'clock, the president was giving me a number of things to make sure that I get done, and I'm sure that I will actually have those due outs have to be back to him later today. I've got to wrap. I'm not going to ask. So I wanted to come out and give an update to all of you, so that show the courtesy of giving an update. We'll have future updates. I'll be glad to do that. But any other specifics at this point would be not.